This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Hello and welcome to another edition of C2C Rankem. I'm the host, Big B, along with my fellow co-host, halfway around the world, Primus. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good. I had a great idea for a show, and we're now doing it.
Yep, and here in the States, I know, Tim, you're from the States, but you're not here anymore. Thanksgiving Eve, I guess you could call it. Football on the horizon, Black Friday on the horizon. So, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. So, Tim, I know we talked before about it, but what does this day mean to you now that you're over there? I mean,
it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. It's still, you can't take. They like they say, you can take the girl out of the trailer park. You can't take the trailer park out of the girl. I'm still an American, and I still celebrate it, just not with the turkey and all that other stuff. But
so your family helps you celebrate it still in some way?
Okay. My family in the States, but yeah, that's about as much as I get. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So with that being said, we got a plethora of topics. I mean, I think there's going to be fun ones. So we'll get started. A lot to do with the NFL, a couple outside of that, but let's get into it. Funny topic, quarterback rooms. Top 5 NFL quarterback rooms. I guess all time. You didn't really specify, but
yep. I did later.
Oh, you did. That's right. You did. Yeah, you did. So, I don't know. I think, God, it's tough. I think team-wise, we'll probably get 1 or 2, but I don't think we'll get, if you name the quarterbacks, I don't think we'll get them.
No, I didn't do quarterbacks. I just did teams.
You did the teams. Okay, gotcha.
Did you just do teams?
I did teams, but I also put the quarterbacks I put the year and the quarterbacks that were in that room. So I'll say 2. I'll start with 2 because I think looking at the history, there's some teams that have had good quarterback rooms. So.
Yeah. My number 4 might be a little weird because I'm trying to figure out who is in the quarterback room in number 4. No, okay, we should be okay.
Yeah.
We should be okay.
All right. So with that being said, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is kind of funny because me and Mess Around have the same feeling about this team and a certain player on this team. If it weren't for one of these quarterbacks going down, I didn't put the years, but I of all time I could have done everything. But then again, I don't remember if they had any good quarterbacks in the past to go with these guys. If it weren't for the one quarterback going down, do we ever hear about the second quarterback, the one that spent his rookie year in the stands, being a 6th or 7th round draft pick? My number 5 is the quarterback room of the New England Patriots of Drew Brees and Drew Bledsoe and Tom Brady.
Yeah, I was trying. I had him on there, and like you said, I mean that's that's the big what if. What if Drew Brees never gets hurt? Do we know Tom Brady? Does Tom Brady, go somewhere else and become Tom Brady? I mean, this just one of those big what ifs. So, my number 5 quarterback room, because of the 3 quarterbacks that sat in there, turned out to be pretty decent quarterbacks throughout their career, especially serviceable backups, except for the starter. The 94 Dolphins with Marino, Cozart, and Peterson.
I saw that one too, especially with Peterson. And the funny thing is, Peterson ends up being in Green Bay in like 97, 98.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that one. Kosar. Have you seen have you seen the Bernie Kosar lately?
No.
Oh man, he's needing I think it's a kidney transplant.
Really?
So yeah, if my prayers go out to him. He looks rough. But yeah. So
now you got me looking. Go ahead with your number 4.
My number 4. I'm going to go a little bit on my homer pick here. I when I originally did this, I'm thinking the quarterback. If you had the quarterback or room of all time with the Indianapolis Colts, you've got Unitas, Luck, and Manning. But the quarterback room that they had in Indy, the year that Luck got drafted, was Luck and Matt Hasselbeck. My number 4 is that Indianapolis Colts quarterback room.
Okay. Yeah, just looking up update on Cozart. He made a quote. I guess he met the mother that gave him the son, or the kid that gave him the liver donor. But he made a quote, said he feels like walking's a miracle after liver transplant. So,
Yep.
Wow. So, yeah, prayers out to him. My number 4, you went Homer. I'm going Homer. After doing research, I didn't realize all 3 of these were in the same locker room at the same time. I knew they played for the Minnesota Vikings, but the 99 Vikings, Jeff George, Randall Cunningham, Dante Culpepper.
Wow, they were all in the same room?
Yep.
Holy
Probably the best trio of quarterbacks the Vikings have seen in a while.
Oh, come on. Tommy Kramer. What are you talking about?
Well, that was beforehand. Tommy Kramer, Wilson, and Gannon, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
So, all right, you're number 3.
My number 3, what can you say? I got to double check who my number 3 is. Well, it was my number 3. It was amazing because to think that you got 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks sitting in your quarterback room, and you go and you think you let one walk just so you can have another Hall of Famer start. And the fact is that you had to you had to think about it. You could have had Drew Brees and Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Your quarterback room. But instead, I've got my number 3 San Diego Chargers. I'm going to say it at the end of time, the San Diego Chargers, Phillip Rivers, and Drew Brees.
Yeah. One Hall of Fame to another. I mean, that definitely. My number 3, we're going to go with the greatest show on turf, I think they pronounce them, at least that dynasty did. The 2000 quarterback room of Warner, Trent Green, and Bulger.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, two decent backups. I mean, Trent Green had an okay career to start. The same with Bulger, but to have those 3.
Yeah, and to think about it, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, your number 2.
My number 2 is which is funny because you kind of slightly sniped me with one of the quarterbacks from 3, because he was the 4th. Technically, he would have been the 4th quarterback in that room. When you have basically you basically are overflowed with riches at quarterback in this quarterback room, It's crazy. I've seen the picture. I think I've sent it in one of our group chats where I've sent the picture where all four of them are standing in a Packers jersey. But the Green Bay Packers quarterback room of the mid '90s, where it's Brett Favre, Mark Brunell, Ty Detmer, and the aforementioned Kurt Warner.
And what wasn't that one? Kurt Warner, was it that one, or was it when he got cut? He went to the Arena League. Was that before or after he went to the Arena League?
He got cut and then went to grocery store.
Yeah,
and then he went to the Arena League, and then to the Iowa Barnstormers. And then Vermeil saw him and thought, this is what we need.
Yeah. My number 2. You talked about having Hall of Famers, and then you let one go just to get another Hall of Famer. I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers of Joe Montana, Steve Young, and occasionally they had Bono, and then they had Elvis Gerbach in that same room too. So that's another one that you got a couple good backups, but you got 2 Hall of Famers. I mean,
well, it's strange because did you ever hear the story about Steve DeBerg? Steve DeBerg was in Tampa Bay, and he's back up to Steve Young.
Yeah.
Then he goes to what? He was in San Francisco for a second, and he was back up to Joe Montana. Then goes to Kansas City, and then is back up to Joe Montana again.
Yeah. DeBerg
couldn't get out of the way of a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, you're number 1.
Well, I kind of posted this. I kind of put this on you guys' show last night, and it's not a C2C show unless you're sniping from another show. Well, it's not. This is the original. You're not C2C unless you're sniping. It's the phrase that pays. My number 1 is your number 2. Joe Montana, Steve Young, Steve DeBerg, Sonny Bono, Steve Bono. Heck, if Spurrier would have played long enough, it would have been Spurrier too. But yeah, I've got the San Francisco 49ers at number 1.
Well, let me find it. Because I also got you that sniped. You have the same exact Packer. I first put the whole Packer. Because the Packers, for some reason, have always had always a good quarterback. I mean, you go from Favre to Rodgers to Love to whoever they decide what they need that time. But that Packer room of Favre, Burnell, Detmer, and
Warner, yeah.
Warner. So
exactly.
Our good man, Mr. Fendi, how you doing, buddy? It's good to hear from you.
Yeah.
Hope everything's going good over there in Iron Mountain if you're still over in that area. So, and then of course, Kevin Cherry's chiming in. So, number 2 topic for today: running back tandems. I really like this list. It'll be interesting. I do have one double up because I don't know why, but
oh my God.
So, this is tough. I'm going to stick with 2 because it's tough depending on how you looked at it and stuff like that.
2.
Yeah.
I have no double ups, and honestly, I see 1.
Yeah, I definitely could see 1. My number 5, and I think this would have been definitely a big duel if they would have played all 16 games together every year. Definitely a change of pace in running styles. But I got the Raiders, Bo Jackson, and Marcus Allen.
Gonna get that one right away. You're just gonna get it right out of the way quick.
Okay, I'll get it right out of the way quick. All right. You're number 5.
Way to rip that Band-Aid off. I like that one. I really do. It's one of I think it's one of only 2 tandems on my list where both running backs have. Oh no, I don't have I don't have that one as my number 5. I had to look again. My number 5, I think both these guys should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand why one isn't. Matter of fact, both of these guys played with my number 1 quarterback room. Won couple 2-3 Super Bowls with them. One's the original thousand guy. The other one was for a brief time the running backs coach in Indianapolis. And he probably, to me, when I think of fullbacks, I think of this guy completely. Kid out of Nebraska. My number 5 is the San Francisco running back duo of Roger Craig and Tom Rathman.
Oh, you went Rathman on that one. Okay. I did see
Ricky
Craig
Waters.
on another one. So,
was it Craig and Waters or Craig and Wendell Tyler?
I think it was Tyler. So that those San Francisco teams had so many underappreciated weapons. I mean,
John Taylor.
Yeah. My number 4 is a homer pick. There's a couple of good duels Minnesota's had. Oh, excuse me.
So good they make me tired.
Yeah. But my number 4 is Michael Bennett and Mo Williams.
Michael Bennett, the kid from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
How come I know Wisconsin running backs better than I know most anybody else's running backs?
Yeah. So
That's
you're number 4.
Funny thing is, I have no Colts on my list. How terrible is that? My number 4, strange because both of these guys, much like your number 5 pick, both those guys won Heisman trophies. My number 4 has 2 Heisman trophies as well. One kind of got shipped off to a very infamous trade that my co-host is none too thrilled at ever in life. I have the running back room of the Dallas Cowboys of Tony Dorsett and Herschel Walker.
Yeah, that running room. Yeah, that could have been a killer tandem if they would have been able to play behind that offensive line that they built through that trade.
Oh yeah.
My number 3 is my double up.
The Green Bay.
I think if both sets were healthy and played their whole career together, I think this would have been just. But over the last couple of years, we've seen how dominant, especially last year, how dominant these 4 were. Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson and Henry, and the Philadelphia Eagles, Hurts and Barkley. They are scary when they're healthy.
They very much are.
Your number 3.
My number 3 is the reason why there's a very famous quote by a very, very famous head coach about his running attack and the sweep that they ran in the 60s that ran them to championships over championships over championships. I have the running back room of Jim Taylor and Paul Hornung of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, I like that group. My number 2. Well, Tim, we have an unwritten rule here.
If you're the first,
you got to be on the list. Miami has the first set of running backs to reach 1,000 yards in the same season. One being a fullback, Larry Zonka and Mercury Morris.
I was going to put that. And the funny thing is I was going to put that on the list. That's sad.
You're number 2.
Well, I'm going to stay in the same state. I'm going to stay in Florida. My dad used to call the fullback their onslaught. And when you saw this guy play, it was basically it was like a Purdue Boilermaker running into the friggin' wall and knocking the wall over. And then you put this Florida State Seminole behind him. that was a scary team. Absolutely scary running back room. I love that running back room. And when I was in Tampa for the Packer Buccaneers game, I was looking for the old creamsicle jerseys of number 40 himself. My number 2 is Ward Dunn and Mike Allstott. Really?
My number 1, I love that duel. Because Allstott was a fullback, but the guy ran as a running back. I mean,
Yeah.
Ward Dunn. I mean, what can you say? The guy was what 5'4", if that. I mean,
5'8", 210, I think.
yeah, but yeah, those two together. The next best duel that I didn't put on a list, but I also like too was Rondé and Tiki Barber. I don't think they really played that much.
Rondé was a cornerback.
Or no, Tiki.
Tiki, you said Rondé and Tiki. I'm like Rondé.
No, Tiki Barber and Rondé.
Oh, Rondé. I
Yeah.
would have. If I was going to go that way, I would have went with Ahmad Bradshaw and Tiki Barber.
Yeah, Bradshaw. Yeah, that was a good one.
Bradshaw
too.
was a horse.
But you're number 1.
Well, it's not C2C unless we're sniping. The other running back tandem with 2 Heisman Trophy winners, the dual kings of Tecmo Bowl themselves. My number 1 is your number 5, the running back room of the Los Angeles Raiders.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, the king of Tecmo Bowl. All you had to do was pass it to, run it to Bo Jackson, and that was it.
And even if they blitzed it, you still ran over guys. It's standard.
Yep. So, all right. So, again, we're sniping 1 and 2s here. It looks like. I mean, now a challenging one, but I like the topic. NFL top. I'm going to assume NFL, but NFL top coaching trees.
That's all I did was NFL.
Okay.
Just to make you feel better.
Well, because you never talk about the basketball coaching trees. You don't ever talk about, baseball has 8 million coaches on one staff. So
right. And you really can't figure out who their top guys are anyway. So it's
until they leave. I mean,
right.
So we
can go 5. I don't think we're going 5. I think we get.
I don't think we're going 5, but I'll gamble. I'll say 3.
You'll say 3. I have this feeling we can hit 4. If you found the same website that I did, you could do 4.
Yeah. I was actually surprised that they actually had a website or multi-websites, but go ahead and let's get your number 5.
My number 5. You never think of him having a tree, a coaching tree. Matter of fact, I still have the page up. That's how much I'm into this. When you realize that what they consider his proteges are, when you've got proteges of Tony Dungy, Bill Cowher, Mike Arians, and Herm Edwards, you think that's crazy. And to think he never won a head coach, had never won a Super Bowl, but yet Dungy has, Cowher has, Arian has. I think his kid is coaching, but it's amazing.
Did this kid get fired?
Brian? I think Brian did. I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember, but I think his kid got fired. But yet that tells you everything you need to know. Heck, even Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl. Four of the head coaches, major head coaches, have under this coach have won Super Bowls. My number 5 is Marty Schottenheimer.
Yep, I have a feeling we got the same website. My number 1, I'm going to go old school.
You're number 5. Don't go with number 1. You said 1.
My going old school.
As soon as you say this name, I'm gonna know if we went to the same website.
He's had and I think too he's one too that didn't really amount to nothing as a coach, but his proteges have.
Here it comes. You're gonna
Vince
say two
Lombardi,
names.
Tom Landry, Allie Sherman, all come under the same coaching tree. Jim Howell.
He found the same website.
Your number 4.
My number 4. It's not C2C unless we're sniping. My number 4 is your number 5, Jim Lee Howell. I'm like, okay, I'm going to throw this curveball in here, and then all of a sudden, it's like, and I'm thinking, oh no, what if you found the same website? And I'm guessing you have.
Why is it not working? Well,
no,
whatever.
I thought it came up.
Oh, you did? Okay, because it's not coming up on my side. So, is it still up?
No.
Okay, because my number 4 is your number 5, Marty Ball, Marty Schottenheimer. So yeah.
I'm guessing. Hey, it's just so we don't get in trouble. We don't get in trouble. My stuff came from ProFootballNetwork.com.
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna go 5. We could go 5.
We might go 5. I mean, there's a couple names out there that could be interchangeable, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Your number 3. Yeah, your number 3.
My number 3. It's crazy because I think these guys are. Matter of fact, one of these guys was a former Vikings coach.
Okay.
Mike Zimmer. But it's crazy when you look at the notable proteges of Bill Belichick, Tom Coughlin, Sean Payton, Todd Bowles, and Mike Zimmer. He probably the greatest coach of all time, and he's on a coaching tree. My number 3 is Bill Parcells.
That's your number 3.
Yeah,
my number. Yeah, that's your number 3.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. My number 3. Again, I think he was part of a coaching tree. Got his own coaching tree. With the proteges of Andy Reid, John Gruden, Steve Mariucci, Mike Sherman. I got Packers coach, Seattle coach, Mike Holmgren.
And the funny thing is, okay, it's C2C. It's not C2C unless we're sniping. My number 3 is your number, whatever that was. Number 4, I believe. And the funny thing is, I've out of that coaching tree, who did I meet? I've met Andy Reid. I met Steve Mariucci. Actually, my mom took care of Steve Mariucci's dad in Maryhill Manor in Niagara. I met Nolan Cromwell. I met Dick Duran, the former Bears head coach. I've met coach over coach over coach over coach. I met Mike Sherman because I used to go to the Packers used to do football camps, and I used to go to football camps during the summer between my sophomore and junior years. So I went to them a couple times. So I met a bunch of coaches. I met Lindy Infante one year. I met Holmgren one year. Yeah, I met Ron Wolf one year.
All right, my number 2. C2C. The phrase that pays for this category, Bill Parcells.
Yeah.
So number 1.
Do we have to?
Oh.
Because my number 1 is I think also here's the funny thing is, if I'm not mistaken, he's also it's crazy because I think he's also a head coaching tree too. And I can't remember. I'm looking at this website again. I think he's under the Sid Gilman. No, he's under the Paul Brown coaching tree. But it's funny because Andy Reid gets to be under 2 coaching trees. I think he's under this one, under my number 1. He's also under Holmgren because he was he was a coach. He was a position coach for my number one. But again, my number one built such a great team that you bring in George Seifert and he wins a Super Bowl with this team, and then look at the proteges this guy's had. My number one is the San Francisco 49ers head coach, Bill Parcells. Bill Walsh. Yep. Ha ha ha. Even I caught it. I didn't see it that time. I didn't see your little.
Oh, you did?
Well, not this time.
Yeah, it must not be working, but yeah, I got Bill Walsh too. I mean, what can you say? I mean, yeah, he's had so many, and I mean, he's probably the one that has the biggest tree because a lot of his guys went out and built their own trees. So I mean, he's probably as well called the GOAT of the coaching trees.
Well, think about it. I think Andy Reid has a coaching tree now.
Dennis Green.
It's amazing.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, that tree itself is just out there. So all right. So this one's an all sports one. Dynamic duels in all sports. So I have a Smite curveball a little bit, and I'll explain it. But two, I got to go two for sure because there's so many out there.
I'm going to say two. If we get more, honestly, if we get more than two, we could get three, but 3 is going to be tough.
Yeah. Well, my number 5 is my number 1 running back duel. Warwick Dunn and Allstott. Your number 5.
My number 5, I will tell you this right now, this is my only baseball dynamic duo.
Ooh.
What can you say? This duo would have lasted longer if somebody didn't get a disease named after him. I think it would have been a whole lot. Think about how many more titles this team would have had if he hadn't gotten sick. My number 5 is Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
You went old school on that one. I like that.
That's the only one I think I went old school on.
Yeah. My number, well, it depends on what you consider old school. I mean,
well, yeah.
My number 4 is my little curveball because I don't think I could talk about just 2 of the combinations. I got to include all 3. But definitely if you came out of, and this is a baseball, if you came out of facing these 3 in a series with 1 victory, that was a win. Tom Glavine, John Smoltz, and Greg Maddux.
I can understand. I can understand the curveball in that one.
I mean, unless you played them in the World Series, then you're able to beat them all. But in the regular season, So your number 3.
4. My number 4.
I started. Yep.
You started. My number 4. It's the only hockey one that I have on the list, and people would know who only think that I'm a Penguins fan and think that I would put Kevin Stevens or Jaromir Jagr with Mario Lemieux. I didn't. I went with the Edmonton Oilers connection with and the New York Rangers connection because that's where they end up showing up later on in their career. It's probably to me the best dynamic duo in hockey history.
Oh yeah.
I have Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier.
Yeah, even if you would have just said the Rangers, then I mean, because I think when they're in Edmonton, they're still pretty young.
Yeah, they were still super young.
Yeah, but I mean, God, Gretzky with any Hall of Famer,
Yeah.
Well, realistically, that back when played video games. I mean, we still play video games, but when hockey came out and you're able to make trades and stuff, yes, my hockey team sucked, but I had Lemieux and Gretzky on the same team.
you and Gretzky and Messier and Yager. I could have stuck. I could have went with the St. Louis Blues version with Gretzky and Brett Hull.
Yeah. All right, my number 3. I would have loved to see these guys play game from their whole entire career together, but the few years that they spent together, I don't think we've seen another give and go tandem. And I'm not talking Malone and Stockton because they were good, but this when they brought him to LA, it was just unstoppable. Kobe Bryant and Shaq.
Kobe. I'm over here going, as soon as you says the give and go, I'm going, Kobe, Shaq. Kobe.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of.
Yeah, that duel. I mean, yeah, they won a couple titles, but man, just think what they could have done if their whole career was together. And I think that's what Orlando Magic's wanted when they had Penny and Shaq. And just
the thing is, the thing that hurt Penny so much was the fact is that Penny got hurt so much.
Yeah. Yep. Your number 3.
My number 3, I'm going to play a little bit of a U Homer card.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And you could probably put Jake Reed on this list too if you really wanted to.
Oh, okay. You're going that way. Okay.
I could have gone the whole Keith Millard and what's his name? John Randall.
Yep.
I thought about it, or Carl Eller and Alan Page. I thought about that one too. But the accomplishments of what Chris Carter and Randy Moss did, that was scary. You know, I put them above Harrison and Wayne because of what they've done. But good Lord, I was lucky enough to see them play against Denver in the Dome, and golly, that was scary.
Yeah, Carter and Moss together. Yeah, that was just sick. And just the fact that they couldn't get it together with that 98 team, you know. Yeah. My number 1, I know. My number 2, I'm sorry. My number 2, you know, you see the comparison, the stats, you know, and the thing is neither one, I think, I hate to say that, but I don't think neither one separate could have had the career they did. And that's going to be, and people are going to laugh at me because I'm talking about the greatest basketball player of all time and his Robin, but Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. I think Jordan still could have had a career, but I don't think they could have had the 6 titles. And I don't think Pippen's top 50 all-time players without Jordan.
Pippen's not a top 50 player. That's for damn sure. But
yeah.
My number 2, huh?
Your number 2.
The greatest quarterback wide receiver tandem in NFL history. Just to me, you know,
I can't wait to hear who your quarterback is.
Oh no, it's not going to be Tom Brady. Don't worry about that.
No, I'll make my comment later.
It was a joy to watch. It was fun to watch them. I have at my number 2 Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
Who's playing quarterback?
Jerry Rice.
Okay, you got the joke.
And
people are watching and wonder what we're talking about. Back in the day, we had a TV show, game show. We did Family Feud, and I think the topic was greatest 49er quarterbacks. And I'm going to call them out. I'm going to write them out because I love doing this. Dragon Viper, Randy Cox said Jerry Rice. So that's an inside joke. But my number 1 is your number 2, or my get off the screen. Is Jerry Rice and Joe Montana.
It's still there.
I know. There we go.
It's still there.
All right, you're number one.
Well, it's not C2C unless we're sniping. It's a phrase that pays because I can't say it, even though I created this phrase that pays. It's not C2C unless you're sniping. You just kept it on longer because you know this was coming. My number one is your number two, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Yeah. I mean, they be flip flopped and stuff like that. So, all right. So our next topic, MLB stadiums. I'll admit I only went to a couple, so I kind of went with the ones I'd like to
Like, out of,
see.
I'm looking at this going, out of all the ones that are on my list, I have seen the outside of one.
All right.
But I went all time. But the thing is, I got to clarify that I went all time.
Yeah, I did. I did too. The ones yeah. Well, I guess I mean I went to. I started thinking about like the old stadiums, just because of the history. But I kind of went to the stadiums that I would like to see, or the couple I visited. So, all right.
Oh.
So I'll gamble. I'll say 3.
I'll say. I've seen one of these from the outside. I would say 2 at this point.
Okay.
I think 2.
All right. Well, you kick it off at number 5.
My number 5. I know there's a new one, but to me, the new one doesn't have the same majesty, doesn't have the same history as the old one because of who's all played at the old one, and all the great memorable games that were played in the old one. My number 5 is Old Yankee Stadium.
Okay. My number 5, I'm going with the homer pick, my childhood stadium, because driving down the freeway, looking into the skyline of downtown, you see the dome. It was crushing when they had to tear it down. I watch that video every so often. But my number 5 is the Hubert A. Humphrey Metrodome.
It's the only one I've been to that one.
So, all right, you're number 4.
My number 4, again, it's the last of the old ones that I did that doesn't exist. Being from Michigan, Wisconsin, Michigan, I probably should have gone to at least this park once, just to see how many people have cranked one out of that park. It just it's all about tradition with that building. Just to see what's happened. Now I think it used to be called Comerica Park, but I don't know what it's called. The new one's called now.
You went that way, okay?
I went that way.
Oh no,
it's Comerica, isn't it? My number 4 is Old Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, that's I was thinking Comiskey. Yes,
I've been by Comiskey.
Yeah, Tiger Stadium to see the people that put. I mean, I think 3, but I can't think of the third person. And one of them that put it on the roof wasn't even a professional baseball player when he did it. He was like 15 or 16.
That was Prince.
Yeah, Cecil Fielder put one out during the game, but there's video of Prince Fielder putting one out during batting practice or something. And I want to say Rob Deere was the other one, but I mean, wasn't center field like 450, 500?
450, 445.
Center field.
I think it's 445.
Just that stadium and just the old school look with the beams.
Yeah, that's what made it. That's what made it look so nostalgic.
Yeah. My number 4. What can I say? I mean, you go to Boston, you gotta at least walk around it. If you can't get in, get a tour. But Fenway Park.
Completely agree.
You're number 3.
My number 3 is the only one that I've been outside of, which is funny because right next door is M&T Bank Stadium. Because for some reason they put this stadium and this stadium like right here. Normally there's the warehouse wall over there in right field.
Yeah.
On the other side, behind home plate, behind that section, is M&T Bank Stadium, which is hilarious. That's how close they are. Again, it's new, but it's newer. But I love the look of the outside of the park, but just to have a warehouse that close, it's amazing to me. My number 3 is Camden Yards.
Yep, and I think Griffey's the only one to put one off of that.
Yeah.
My number 3, yes, actually, I mean, in the 80s and 90s, I loved watching this team play. Now I can't stand it, but you got to go to the stadium. I mean, Dodger Stadium. What can you say? I mean, yeah, it's expensive to get in there, but
it won't even. I have so much hatred for that team that they won't even be on my list.
You're number 2.
My number 2 is not C2C unless we're sniping. I believe you have them at number. It didn't come up.
Okay.
Well, we know we sniped because I said it. But I think you have them at number 3. I have Fenway Park at number 2.
I have it at 4.
Okay, 4.
Yeah. All right. So sniped you at 2. You actually sniped me at 5, I believe. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool to go because I think the new Yankee Stadium is built like right next door, and it's designed the same way, just bigger. But you got to go to Old Yankee Stadium. I mean, if you could go to Old Yankee Stadium. I mean,
yeah. I hate the Yankees, but
as much as I hate the Yankees, but yeah, got to go to Old Yankee Stadium.
I was this close to putting Ebbets Field on the list, but the Polo Grounds at Ebbets Field, I was that close.
Yeah. You're number 1.
Well, I don't hate this team as much as I hate the Dodgers, but I hate them enough. But what can you say when, it's not baseball unless you see the ivy on the outfield wall?
Yeah.
God, I just, I have to see that. To me, I think I hate the team, but I love the stadium. My number 1 is Wrigley Field.
Yeah, I should have put them on there.
County Stadium? Congratulations, Mike.
No, my number 1, and I just realistically, I think it's just the concept is cool on how they use the old stadium for a little league ballpark. Driving at night with that stadium retractable roof open and the lights on, it looks like an alien's head coming out of the ground. I don't know what it's called now, but I went to it and it was called Miller Park. So that's what we're going with. But
it's American.
It's
American Family Insurance now.
Yeah, exactly. Miller Park is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely just a cool concept. And it's on an island, And
the thing is, I've never been to a game at Miller Park. I was at the last game. I was at the last home game for County Stadium. I never saw a game at Miller Park.
Yeah. So, all right, our last topic until we get until our favorite topic of blind ranking, NFL stadiums. So, this will be interesting.
I've been to 3 of these stadiums.
I've been to 1. Actually, technically, been to 2. Been inside 1.
Was I with you with one of them?
You were.
Okay. Is that the time okay.
I'm gonna go 3. I think there's
I'll go 3. I like your 3.
My number 5, got to go with the Homer pick because the stadium was just so cool, so big, and it replaces. The funny thing is, it's on the same site as the Metrodome, but it's like looks like it's like 10 times bigger than the Metrodome. I'm going U.S. Bank Stadium.
I was going to say, you're with Target Field?
Yeah. You're number 5.
My number 5, I think it's because of the ambiance of the stadium. I think it's just a cool concept, especially being where it is. And I couldn't even tell you the name of what the new name of the stadium is. I will be forever pissed if they decide to build a new stadium here, but I think the stadium that they've got is amazing, especially when you look at the south end zone on top of on top of the scoreboard in the south end zone. There's a big old Bronco. I think that is amazing. I think that is probably one of the greater home field advantages in the NFL. And everything I've heard about it, it's amazing. My number 5 is Mile High Stadium.
That's a good one. My number 4, mainly, just because of the history of the stadium, people that played on it, the Super Bowls is held. I'm going the 49ers Old Stadium, Candlestick Park.
Candlestick. I almost put Candlestick on the list. That's a good stadium.
You're number 4.
I have been, make sure my number 4 is what I think it is. I have been to my number 4. I was there for a basketball game, not for a football game. But what this stadium meant to a city during an important time for the city, I think is bigger than it's the stadium itself. It's huge, believe me. It looks big on the outside, but when you get on the inside, that place is huge. I was there for an NCAA finals game between Kansas and Kentucky in 2012. My number 4 is the Superdome.
Or as Hulk Hogan calls it, the Silverdome.
Or as Hogan calls it, yep.
My number 3, again, hate the team, but I just want to see this. I honestly just want to go see the scoreboard. And that's at Cowboy Stadium, Jerry's Place, whatever they want to call it. Because that stadium, I think, is 40-40, I think. It's huge.
I think it's huge, yeah.
It is huge, yeah. But
it's huge.
You're number 3.
My number 3, kind of alluded to it before in a running backs duo thing. I'm not mistaken, there was a WrestleMania that got almost rained out of this stadium. There were it's had some Super Bowls there. I was there for a football game, like I said earlier. But you go there because of the pirate ship. To me, I think that stadium is amazing. That pirate ship. I was on the opposite end of that field, but to watch a game there, they called it the New Sombrero. My number 3 is Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, I think their WrestleMania was supposed to be COVID, I think.
Well, there was the one that came out the year after COVID, where it rained.
Oh yeah.
And was it Liv Morgan that slipped going down the ramp?
I don't know. No, but that was way after COVID.
Yeah.
My number 2. I know they're talking about building a new one. They've remodeled this so many times that they need to build a new one. I'll never get the chance to. Well, I should say never, because I could always take the 8-hour drive and go there and walk around it. But Soldier Field, a hallowed grounds of Soldier Field.
Hallowed grounds of Soldier Field. I have not.
You're number 2.
My number 2. I've not been to this park, but as we say, it's the phrase that pays. It's not C2C unless we're sniping. I've been to Chicago plenty of times. And I've never even seen the stadium as many times as I've been to Chicago. My number 2 is your number 2, Soldier Field.
Yep. My number 1, well, visited it. You were nice enough to take me down. I think it was me, you. It was either me and you or me, you and your brother. It might have been even another friend of ours, but got close enough. I love the tradition. I love that it's just in nowhere in the town. But yeah, Lambeau Field. I mean, old school looking ballpark at the time.
Yeah.
So you're number 1.
I can tell you, it doesn't look anything like it used to when we went in, what was it, 96, I think it was when we went.
96 or something like that, yeah.
It doesn't look anything like that. We were there 30 years ago, and it doesn't look anything like that anymore. But it's not C2C unless you're sniping. My number 1 is your number 1. I've been on the field. I played a game on that field during one of those football camps. That's to me, it's one of those things I'll never forget. But yeah, my number 1 is your number 1, Lambeau Field.
And the thing is, I asked my sister how it was because she was there for the Vikings so-called game this past week. She actually had pretty good seats, though. I mean, they're up high, but she had a good view.
Well, you can see that's one of those stadiums where you could get into a stadium, and unlike the Metrodome, if you get in the wrong lane in the wrong row, you could miss like 3/4 of the game. But you don't get that in Lambeau. Lambeau's got perfect seats about everywhere.
Yep. All right. Just a little breaking news. I don't know how much breaking news it really is, but NFL has announced that next year for the 2026 season, they're going to honor America's 250th birthday with footballs during their games, starting in January. So, starting this January, they'll start using footballs to commemorate the 250th birthday of America.
Great. So basically, what you're saying is J.J. McCarthy's going to miss passes with a Star Spangled Banner football instead of just a regular football.
Yeah, I'm kidding. All right. So Blind Five, we like it. It's definitely fun. If you don't know, we pick a category. We don't tell the other person. Give them 5 choices for them to rank. My topic for Tim
this is going to be
is I consider it holidays, but it's I guess I don't know really to claim it, but we'll go holidays. The holidays that are money makers.
Okay.
So, with that being said, we'll start with Halloween.
Four.
Okay. We'll start with next, not technically a holiday, but a lot of people take off because of the shopping. Black Friday.
I'm gonna say the first day of hunting season.
Oh, that's on Iron Mountain.
I've never seen anybody take off for that. I'm gonna tell you a little secret here. At the end of every 4 months, what is it? Every quarter, a quarter of the year, they have Black Friday. They have Black Friday. Like right now, I can show you on my phone. I've got apps right now that do Black Friday at least 4 times a year.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So not so big over there.
Not really. Because we don't have Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's got to be one. It's huge.
Oh. 4th of July.
No, there's no money in there. There's really no money there.
Well, depends. I mean, everybody's out grilling, everybody's out, going to Wisconsin to get fireworks that are legal here in Minnesota. So
it could be profitable for the hospitals.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 5 and regret it.
I don't think you're good. So you got 2 and 3 left. Christmas.
2.
All right.
Now I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. Is it going to be when I put it number 3? It's going to be either Easter, Valentine's Day, or Thanksgiving.
Well, you said you said it in one of your 3.
I think it's
everybody that thinks it's a made up holiday just because women cried about it. Valentine's Day.
The funny thing is, I'm going to tell you that I've been to the birthplace of Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
it's in Venice. Or no, it's in Florence. I've been to the place where the priest who it's named after was imprisoned because of it. So yeah, it's a real holiday. It's just the fact is that women make too much out of it. And I'm not getting anything for Valentine's Day.
I will say my wife doesn't make a big deal of it. I mean,
mine doesn't. Mine doesn't either. I give her.
Unless I forget something, then she makes a big deal out of it. If I go buy her something, then she's like, "Oh, you didn't have to." But if I forget it, then she makes a big deal of it.
Well, why didn't you? But the thing is, I give my wife enough.
Yeah. I give my wife a lot too. Matter of fact, I'll have to send you the outdoor mat I just bought my wife for Christmas. So.
Oh, okay. You got her an outdoor man.
Outdoor mat.
Oh, I'm gonna say outdoor man.
I actually have to go put up our outdoor man because we got to blow up Clark Griswold. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. What's your topic for me there, bud?
Oh. I kind of went back and I kind of did this, and I went back to the duo part, but okay. I went with top announcing duos, and they go between football, baseball, basketball, hockey, wrestling. So I kind of went.
Well, any hockey duo is going to be number 5.
Yeah, there's no hockey. I'll tell you that right now. There's no hockey. There's barely any baseball.
Oh, this is gonna be interesting because there's some great duels. Yeah. All right.
We'll start right off the top. Arguably the best. Arguably, I say arguably because it can be changed in here. Arguably the best wrestling commentator team in history. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler.
Oh God, I feel like this one guy I'm watching on YouTube that his wife always gives him a list. And he starts off tough. Oh man.
Oh, it's not going to be easier from here.
No, it's not. Jim Ross and Lawler. All right, I got it. Oh man, I don't want to go too low, but there's so many out there. All right, I'm going to go 5 for these guys.
Okay, 5. Okay, well, since you said that, I'm going to go with the team that they're normally arguably in competition with. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Yeah, I gotta go 3 with them.
Okay.
They're definitely better than, not by much, but.
Okay. Next one, Al Michaels and Frank Gifford.
God, I'm just trying to think of who else you could put on this list. There's one that I'm almost certain you have on this list. I'm just trying to think of the other one. Al Michaels, I'll go number 4.
Number 4. So you've got 3, 4, and 5. You got 3, 4, and 5, right?
Yep.
Okay. John Madden and Pat Summerall.
1.
So you're number 2. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman.
Oh. I mean, yeah, not bad.
Oh, they're terrible. What are you talking about? Compared to the other four, the other three.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna. I was trying to figure, could you throw the curveball? You're gonna actually have 5 really tough, you know.
I don't know.
I mean, it was definitely smart for you not to lead with that one.
It was like the other
That
one.
would have been number 5.
Yeah, that's number. Usually in everybody else's. That's like a number million.
Yeah.
I honestly, I couldn't think of anybody else. I almost thought of like it was like really it's fucking tough. I almost put Steve Kerr and Marv Albert.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, that doesn't work. But
yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. I mean, I would have definitely put Aikman 5 and then moved everybody else 1. So I'm not too upset on how the list turned out. I mean, I didn't even have those. I couldn't even think of the third group. I'm like, okay, he has to have Madden on there, so I gotta leave one open.
The other one I was thinking of was Don Meredith and Howard Cosell.
Yeah, that would have been a solid number 2. That would have made the list almost perfect. So, but yeah, I mean, I was trying to think of other wrestling ones because I mean, yeah, Ross and Lawler are definitely.
The thing is, I wanted to put it WCW on there, but then I would have had to have gone Shivani and Zabisco or Shivani.
Still, I would have, if you would have went that route, I would have been upset having Ross and Heenan at 5 or Ross and Lawler at 5. But I'm not bad at having them at 5.
Yeah.
With the list we have. So, with that being said, guys, Tim, final thoughts?
Yeah, it was funny because the reason I came up with this because I had a list of I keep seeing dynamic duo wide receiver that I keep seeing, and I'm like, I'd like to do that, but I don't know how many times people have seen that being done. So I kind of wanted to do a list of my own, and that's where we came to. Next time you see me, it'll be my Thursday. So I'll tell you guys now. Happy Thanksgiving for everybody there. Early. I'll say it again tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for commenting, Kevin and Jeremy. And I still think Jeremy. I wonder. I haven't seen Jeremy's hair in a while. Maybe Fendi's hair. He's still a ginger. I'm glad.
Actually, no. I think you got this type of hairdo.
I'm glad I'm 5,000 miles away because I don't want to have that art. Did I ever tell you my brother? This is going to be great. My brother had a thing with one of his ex-girlfriends.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And Jeremy was nice enough to find out about it, and
that's enough to find out.
And this is before Ryan.
I mean, in the small town of Iron Mountain, Kingsford, and Niagara, I mean, not too many stories are not hard to find out.
And it's crazy because it was at Night Moves, and he comes up and he goes, Tim, the reason why your brother's still alive is because you're my friend. I'm like,
oh, I remember you telling me. I remember you telling me this story. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, dude, if he's got to comment to him, he's got to comment to him. Hey, thanks for sparing my brother's life before graduation.
Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah. Want to give out a quick happy birthday, belated, my Aunt Terry, my sister-in-law Nikki, and rest in peace, my father-in-law. Stepfather. Jerry Hansen, all birthdays these past week. If I missed any family that had birthdays, happy birthday. But yeah, tonight, week 13 of Primetime Blitz. We'll go over last week's games, give our predictions for this week's games, how bad the Vikings are going to get beat. And then we got a little fun topic. I think actually all 4 of us are enjoying putting together. So with that being said, we'll see you guys all next week on Rankem or later tonight for Primetime Blitz. Have a good one.